Hello, it's me again. In the continuation of clarifying what Aruba Central is, HPE Aruba Central. In this video, we'll focus on two areas: how to manage custom workspace, and then we would like to look into the Aruba Central groups and sites. Let's have a look. In this customer management for the workspace, we would like to look into how to add specific devices to that specific customer and assign them a subscription key, as well as how to add the users, i.e. admin users for the customers, into that workspace, i.e. the customer workspace. Now we need to add a device or devices to a customer workspace, if you like. So remember, with lane, and if you go here, that's our MSP, and we have created a customer here on the customer workspace. You can see that one. Now, if you go to that customer specific one, you would like to add devices, for example. Those devices need to be initially in the main workspace where the customer belongs to. So now switch. That's the MSP workspace that has two devices. If you look into here, it has two devices. I need to map this device to that customer, so we can click here, we can take action, assign devices, and that's the only customer we have got. Go next, and it's Aruba Central. That's the region where this customer belongs to, and there we go. So now the customer has got the two devices. We need to assign subscription. So here, assign apply subscription. We need to select first, apply subscription. Obviously, apply, this is an access point, and that is a switch. So there will be the correct subscription. Let's say Advanced AP. Now we're going to apply that subscription to that, and then in here let's say because that's 2930 switch, should be one of those, probably this one. We'll double check, and we can apply. So if you look into, of course you can view the log. If you look into the list here, we see the subscription has been applied because initially that or those devices have been mapped to that customer. Now we need to add service catalog. So in this case, we would like to add Aruba Central, and would like, that's the region here. So we're on the custom workspace, if you like, and we would like to add user to that one. So we go user management from the shortcut, and then I would like to invite a user. Let's call it training 1 at withlane.co.uk, and I would like to make this one first of all what GreenLake would like to make the workspace administrator, and send the invite. Invitation was sent, so we're gonna complete the registration for that user. Now invitation was sent, we will accept it, and they will fill details, register this user. We finish the filling details, create the account. So we're gonna sign in. Account created, we need to activate the account. And we need to stop the password for this. We're gonna do that. Remember, before signing in, before the completion of the account setup, it's unverified account. We logged in for the first time, so we can cancel this. And the user that has logged in is training1.withlane.co.uk. So now in the customer workspace, if you look at the user, you will see that has changed to verify it. Click on that user, you will find that it has one permission. We need to add another role, assign another role to be able to access Central. So we go here, and in this instance, I would like to assign it full admin, no limitation, assign the role. So the user now is able to log in with no issues to Aruba Central. Since this is the first time for that user to log in, you need to view the service catalog that has been assigned to that user and just launch that. You are inside Aruba Central for that user. Notice this was assigned two devices in the previous step. So click on this. You will find two devices has been assigned to that user, one being a switch and one being an access point. It tells you how many, like to show only access points, maybe to show. So this is to filter. You can, there we go. Now we need to go about to create sites and so on and so forth. So up to this point of time, devices have been mapped to that user, and we need now to start creating the sites for the configuration purposes. If you log in as MSP, so the previous example was the user themselves or the customer log into their own account. Now we are MSP view. I can launch this. I can see who are my customers if you would like. So you can clearly see we have one, which is this one. Now I can switch to the old style or the old Aruba Central. You can see we have a list of customers. If you have many, they will be listed here. Of course, you can click on this, go inside what that customer specific can see. This is what the customer can see. I can switch to the old style. Now the customer sees this is the old style network central, Aruba Central. That's the new style Aruba Central. So our view, what you see here, is what the customer they log into their account can see. And these are the other services available. This is home, just to summarize what we have here. Obviously, if you go to the menu and you look at different things, we haven't done anything basically, but you can look at different things here from the customer view. I can switch to the old style and you can clearly see what the customer sees. The difference being we are able to go back to MSP view. So if we go back to MSP view, that's the MSP view. Click to that customer, you can see what that customer has got in this case. With the new interface, you can click on this one, return to MSP home. That will show you the MSP view. If you have, now we only have one customer, we're going to create multiple of those customers. Also in this view, you can customize the columns, what columns you'd like to view, like the graded size, for example, whatever. We have, this is applies here. We can see what we have. And we can see statistics as well. If you would like this one customer global view, device under management, available device inventory, licenses. We can see today we have one new customer only, which is this one, in this newly added customer, and this is the one that has been added today. Now we'd like to look at how to add groups and sites in the customer workspace as well. So now we will look at how to add groups and sites from the customer. So the customer logs in now, for example, and they would like to manage their own account. Showing to you from the customer perspective, indeed. With the new central, we still don't have that capability to create it from here. So you need to switch to the old view or old central. And you need to go to organization at the bottom. We'll say okay. And then we're going to create a group and a site. I'm going to create a new group. And since this is a default group, I would like to create another one. And I would like to call this one central or new central default. I'm going to make this one for all of these device types. I'm going just to add click and I'll leave it version 10 as is. And for, yeah, I leave everything as is, and I would just say add. So now we go back after creating the group. We go back and we will go to device pre-provisioning. These are the ones that have been added. We'll pick up both of these and we'll add them to the new group. Double checking audit trail, we'll see what has happened. Might take a few minutes, but that's the group assigned pre-provision to group, created the group here. Yeah, this is the one we have done. And then moving devices, if we go to back again, notice that a new group has been created, and you're gonna see, click on devices, we're gonna see one AP, and we're gonna see one switch. It's offline, but we'll do that, but the switch is there, the AP is online. I've replaced the switch, so the switch is up, access port is up, so we have two devices that belong to one group. Now we're going to create a new site. A new site, scroll down, create a new site. We'll push the details of that site. Site created. And we're going to move devices to that site. So both of these devices will be moved. So unassigned, click on this, shift, drag into the site. Let's now switch the new interface. Subscription belong to a site. So you can create also a new site using the new interface. You go home here, and that's what we have devices available here, as you can clearly see.